What up, book lovers? It is GSwiz here.
And me, Camilo.
And Camilo is gonna pick my January TBR.
Yeah, I'm come up to the end of this year and I finally come up with a TBR for you. Since you came up with one for me, I'm gonna pick books that I enjoy and I am very curious to read. So you can read it first and then tell me later if it's worth it.
I guess you guys know the concept. Camilo is going to pick some books for me while the viewfinder is down. And I've got to wait here.
Close your eyes.
I actually have to close my eyes.
And cover your face with you. Is a surprise.
Okay, I'll shut the viewfinder. I'll close my eyes and cover my face.
Okay, yeah. Without dropping anything.
I'm like hearing what's going on and I'm like, I know my bookshelves. I know what he's gonna select.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possible. Four.
This is where you have to pick.
Is it okay if I pick one that you already read?
It really depends if I want to reread it. If not, you have to pick again.
Okay, let's try.
Hearing noises coming from that part of the bookshelf. I wonder if it is what I think it is.
Okay, I got them.
Alright.
You wanna?
Oh, it's so bright.
First one on the list, I think, is a pretty easy one and it's our favorite.
It's upside
Party.
down.
Wow.
Oh, but I have to finish.
Battle tendency, then you should hurry up because this part 3 is one of my favorites. Part 3, I know it's everyone's favorite, but this one is.
I thought part
good,
4
good.
was your favorite.
Part 4?
Yeah.
But for manga, we don't have part 4 in manga. We have seen it in
Yes.
anime, which is different.
True.
Yeah.
Just pointing. He's like, read me.
It's a really good one. Recommend it. Hopefully you enjoy it, just like the anime watch.
I mean, yeah, I enjoyed the anime.
Yeah.
So I definitely think I'm going to enjoy the manga. I'm
Yeah.
currently reading Battle Tendency. I'm like 2 out of 4 big bind-up volumes into it, and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I didn't realize how long these actually take to read compared to any other manga, because they're actually very full of dialogue and full of lore. I appreciate that though. I enjoy it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure does take a process to read, but it's worth it.
Going to the second one is one that I've been telling you for a while to read, and that is Full Metal Alchemist. It is a really good story from start to finish, and I think this is worth it to read. And this really beautiful book, and I really like the pages and all of it. Like, this is so good. These special collection editions are really good, and I really love that you bought it.
I mean, well, I bought them to impress you.
You bought it. I'm impressed. They've been sitting there like for like 6 months or something.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, do I wait till they're all out and read them? But no, I shouldn't. I should actually start.
Yeah, you have 10 books to read.
And the 11th has just come out.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
There you go. It's a really good series. I don't know which ending the manga will have. There are 2 endings, if you know, Brotherhood and the old one.
I think it's a similar situation to the Neon Genesis Evangelion situation, where they started producing the anime before the ending of the manga happened, and so they would have interpreted it differently.
I don't know. I'm not sure which one is first, if the manga or the
No, so I started watching Full Metal Alchemist, the original, before the Brotherhood.
Right.
I heard they have 2 different endings because the first one ended up being finished before the manga was finished.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's what I heard.
Right.
And similar to Neon Genesis Evangelion, 2 completely different endings.
Yeah.
That's what to expect. But I'm wanting to watch Brotherhood. I think we started Brotherhood, haven't read the manga yet, so I really want to get into the manga.
Cool art. Cool art. Not sponsored. So the other one, which is kind of a similar situation, has been sitting there for a while, and I really like kind of the War of the Witcher, which we have all the collection here, and I think this is a book worth reading. I haven't read myself, but I have been wanting to Grace to read it so she can tell me if it's good or not. So there you go.
Sword of Destiny is the second short story collection in the Witcher universe, and it's a prequel short story collection that you have to read before the actual series. Camilo knows that I read The Last Wish last year, and I wanted to continue on, but at the very same time there were so many other things that I really wanted to read. And yeah, I think it was because I was just a little bit intimidated, but I'm really looking forward to this. I think this covers the second half of some of season 1, because there are parts from Geralt's perspective that are in season 1, which are in The Last Wish, but this might follow series. But there's a bit more to it, it's a bit more chunky. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading The Sword of Destiny. That's 3 out of 5 so far.
The next one is actually one of my favorites mangas. It is The Land of Lusters. It is a really beautiful story packed with amazing art. I know that the artist, he is more of an architect than a normal traditional artist, so he based his paintings more in like the war and the architecture behind it. The story, it's really good, and I'm looking for Grace to read it and so we can be in the same page of the last volume of the manga.
I actually had the aim to start this year because I was reading and following too many manga series last year, and I wanted Land of the Lustrous to be in there, but alas, I saved it for the new year. And it's great that you picked it for me because I think we're on the same page here in a sense that yes, I wanted to read it, so this is perfect, and I would love to gush about it with you, not just about the anime but also about the manga.
Yeah, there you go. Last book that I've been wanting you to read is one that you have actually already read, but for your birthday I bought you the new editions of the Lunar Chronicle, and I don't know if this is the first one. Hopefully this is the first one.
Yes, this is the first one.
I'm really bad at this. I haven't read this one, but you have told me a lot about these books, and I've been super curious to start it, at least not in my TBR.
Oh my goodness, I didn't give it to you for your TBR. Oh. I mean, additionally, if you want to read it, please read it. I've got 2 different copies of Cinder, so you can read the hardbacks, I could read the new paperbacks that you bought me. Very funny because this series has been a big part of my life for 5 years. I've only just talked about this book in particular, and some of the world building does consist of cultural appropriation. I have mentioned this in my book haul that I have not posted yet, where I was talking about these books, but I will link a thread talking about that. Yes, there are some problematic aspects of the book series that I do acknowledge now, and I do want to acknowledge going forward. That being said, the story in the series still remains a big, impactful story in my heart, and I love these characters and I love their journey. I was never really the biggest fan of fairy tales. I mean, when I was a child I grew out of them. I think this series gave me a new love for them. Love that these covers that Camilo bought me have amazing cover art. There's some art. Yes, I'm displaying the art this time. And each different book has some art inside when you flip it open. This is a series that I do recommend that you read too if you want to, but yeah, I think that it'd be really cool to finally visit this series 5 years later and read it kind of a bit more critically, but also enjoy it at the very same time.
So what do you think? Are you happy with the ones I picked for you?
I am satisfied, I'd say. I think the only thing that I need to worry about is definitely catching up to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not just reading part 3, I have to finish part 2 too. But other than that, I'm really happy that you picked Full Metal Alchemist and Land of the Lustrous for me in terms of manga. This is going to motivate me to continue with The Witcher, and I guess I'm going to enjoy the Lunar Chronicles a second time before you enjoy it the first time. Yes, that is going to be it for this TBR video today, book lovers. Oh, you're so cute. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers, and do not forget to follow Camilo. Where can they find you?
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can harass me every time. Anytime.
Are you still open for commissions?
Maybe, if someone wants.
Yes, he's an amazing artist. Please check him out. Also, I have social medias. I'm at gswizzelbooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also at Goodreads. That's www.goodreads.com/gswizzle. We love you, book lovers, and we will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half and I flipped it in a double.